Massive wild bear jumps into a man's arms and hugs him. Nobody believes when the man tells his story. Animals are capable of developing close bonds with human beings. This is true even of nature's biggest giants, like a Kodiak bear named Jimbo. This 9-foot tall bear weighs over 1,400 pounds, but his best friends are both humans. Get to know the story of Jimbo the Kodiak bear. Jim Kowalczyk and his wife Susan run the Orphaned Wildlife Center in Otisville, New York. This nonprofit organization rehabilitates injured animals. The Kowalczyks founded the sanctuary in 2015 with a mission to save orphaned wildlife, rehabilitate them, and release them into the wild. Animals that cannot be released back into the wild are offered sanctuary at their Otisville facility. The Orphaned Wildlife Center accepts animals from other rehabilitation groups when the animals could not be sent back into the wild. The Kowalczyks have been licensed wildlife rehabilitators since 1996. They live on the 100-acre estate with the animals and do all the daily care and maintenance. In addition to bears, the sanctuary cares for deer, squirrels, chipmunks, rabbits, groundhogs, foxes, and even possums. Most of the attention goes to the bears, as does the unusual bonds they form with their bears. There's no false pretenses like there are with people and stuff. What you see is what you get, Jim observed. They have 11 bears living at the sanctuary: Kodiak, Syrian, and black bears. The bears participate in educational programs. They are not, however, trained to do tasks like circus bears. Instead, they live in a big outdoor enclosed area with wooded elements, even trees and ponds. The couple formed very close bonds with their bears, including Jimbo. This bear is 9 feet tall and weighs 1,400 pounds. Jimbo was born in captivity and isn't suitable for living in the wild. He's always been around humans and is very close to his caregivers. Jimbo is 23 years old. They all enjoy a special relationship. Jimmy doesn't do any performing or tricks. He's been with us since he was a cub, said Jim. He came from a situation where he was born in captivity and had no skills to be released back into the wild. The bear's so friendly you can even lay down with him if you work in the sanctuary. It's not open to the public, however. Jim says that one of the best things about Jimbo is how playful he is with humans and other animals. He'll play with you all day if you have the time. In addition to their enclosed area, there's a separate den for the bears to explore. There's plenty of playtime at the sanctuary. The bears in the Kowalczyk's care are healthy and happy. They have distinct personalities and plenty of room to shine. They're content, they're happy. If they weren't, you would know it. Jimmy's my best friend. Doesn't get any better than that. He loves you just for you, Jim said. Still, the Kowalczyks are mindful that the bears are wild animals. Despite how socialized they are with humans, bears can be dangerous. He describes Jimbo as very gentle, but sometimes he doesn't know his own strength. Like if you're trying to walk away, he'll grab your clothes or shorts and pull you back to him. Think of the strongest person you know and magnify it by 1,000 times. He has so much strength. All he'd have to do is lay on you, he said. The Kowalczyks are licensed rehabilitators and spend a long time training orphaned animals to live in the wild. For example, they're teaching black bear Nunu about balance. Nunu couldn't put weight on 2 of her paws. One would fold under and the other turned inward. The couple's been working to help him learn to balance like a bear. Jimbo loves watermelon. The sanctuary posts videos and photographs of the bear enjoying his life on Instagram. The videos have made Jimbo a big fan favorite among the sanctuary's many supporters. Who doesn't love watermelon in the summer? The center tries to give the bears as much enrichment as possible. The couple and their volunteers love taking care of bears, even though it is a big job. They have 11 bears who eat about 30 pounds of food every day. Their well-balanced diet includes meat, fruit, pet food, peanuts, and even treats. The bears like marshmallows for treats. Taking care of them is a labor of love. Susan says raising bears is much like having children. It's a wonderful thing to watch them grow up and have them from very little and make an impression on you. Jim agrees. They're like your children. That's how much you love them. And they get a lot back to you. They love you just as much. Sometimes you take it for granted, but it's a special relationship. Since the lifespan of a Kodiak bear is 20 to 25 years, you might imagine the couple has had to handle losing some of their animals. They've suffered the loss of 4 of their bears since the sanctuary opened. The couple has grieved the loss in the same way they would when a friend or family member dies. It's the same thing as mourning a child, Susan says. The sanctuary recently said goodbye to 2 groundhogs they saved, Joni and Gus. The groundhogs now know how to live in the wild, so their return is a success. The sanctuary prefers to do soft releases, which means they open the door to their own woods and let the animals come and go as they please. The sanctuary keeps providing food to those who return. Sometimes the animals who are released never return, but others wind up finding their way back to the sanctuary. Pippin was an orphaned goose who the sanctuary nursed back to health and returned to the wild in 2016. More than a year later, the goose returned with a husband and babies. The couple wouldn't have it any other way, though. They adore caring for their animals. Their bond with their bears is intense. The bears are everything to me. I would do anything for them. I spend all day with them every day, says Susan. Jim said that this is the life for him. This is our life, and we're a big bear family. The sanctuary accepts donations to help them care for the animals. They also sell calendars, art, t-shirt, and other items to raise money. Their Instagram has many fun memes like this one, which can be shared on social media. You can even get your own shirt to celebrate Jimbo and support the work the center does from their store. The merchandise is available on their official website, with proceeds going to care for the animals. The center's other bears are also pictured on shirts and clothing. Please share this with your friends and family.